Would multiplayer mode be as exciting as other games? Let's find out. Before anything, welcome to the channel and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to make sure you get notified of future releases. It's going to be rather interesting to see all pilots on a single planet together playing in multiplayer mode. Developers for Microsoft Flight Simulator decided to also include multiplayer as one of the most important features of the game. Flight Simulator will use Microsoft's Azure cloud infrastructure to host and deliver graphical data as players need it. They would also support the game's multiplayer systems. In fact, the CEO, Sebastian Walsh, says in an interview that every single player will be part of the same shared world and also those multiplayer systems with seamless control for users. With the help of Azure AI, Asobo will be pulling in live data of aircrafts currently in flight in real world. So this doesn't help not only with the weather as well as lighting that would be identical to the current conditions wherever you choose to fly in any part of the world or any airspace. It will also bring together all the pilots on the planet. That includes both real and virtual. That gets more exciting. Now, how that works in practice remains to be seen in the future, but it's definitely certain that Microsoft will adopt something similar to the systems that's been employed by Frontier Developments that runs Elite's Dangerous game. This spacefaring game spools up multiple instances of each of its 400 billion star systems as needed, with roughly 30 or so players to each instance. That reduces a lot of things. That includes network traffic and also helps mitigate griefing. When a player wants to connect with other players on his friends list or her list, they would need to wing up with them in order to drop into the same instance. In a shared world where everyone playing Flight Simulator can potentially see everyone else, users would rely on Azure servers to provide enough capacity. That would include a lot of people flying in the real world with most air traffic accounted for. That also includes AI that would take over with information from real planes. That adds another dash to the excitement. So in order to play in a mode, you'll need to turn on real-time weather as it's happening. However, the real-time air traffic can be turned on or off depending on your desired choice. If you really don't want to use the default settings and rules, then turning to all players would let you certainly fly by your own preferences. You can also form groups with your friends or other players to include them in your game, or just go solo. In a group, the leader can adjust the time, weather, as well as other settings, but only the people in the group will experience things that way. It doesn't really matter on what settings a user chooses. It can handle tens of thousands of planes at a time. But the service would send players data for real air traffic that's within at least 200 kilometers from their location and information from up to 50 multiplayer planes. That includes whichever ones are closest. How many planes you could actually see could really depend on the power of your PC. And players can toggle names on or off to see which planes are piloted by which player. We really have no clue at this point on when exactly this game would be released, but hang tight, we'll be seeing this soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more interesting videos and look forward for the next upcoming video. Have a good rest of the day.